The first German serviceman killed in the war was killed by the Japanese. The first American serviceman killed was killed by the Russians. Over 100,000 Allied bomber crewmen were killed over Europe. More U.S. servicemen died in the Air Corps than the Marine Corps. Polish Catholic midwife Stanislawa Leszczyńska delivered 3,000 babies at the Auschwitz concentration camp during the Holocaust in occupied Poland. In World War II, British soldiers got a ration of 3 sheets of toilet paper a day. Americans got 22. In 1941 alone, more than 3 million cars were manufactured in the United States. Only 139 more were made during the entire war. 4 of every 5 German soldiers killed in the war died on the Eastern Front. Only 20% of the males born in the Soviet Union in 1923 survived the war. In World War II, the youngest serviceman in the United States military was Calvin Graham. At the age of 12, Graham lied about his age when he enlisted in the U.S. Navy. His real age was not discovered until after he was wounded. Only 1 out of every 4 men serving on U-boats survived. The siege of Stalingrad resulted in more Russian deaths, military and civilian, than the United States and Britain sustained combined in all of World War II. To avoid using the German-sounding name hamburger, Americans used the name Liberty Steak. Adolf Hitler's nephew, William Hitler, served in the U.S. Navy during World War II. The largest Japanese spy ring was actually located in Mexico. The mortality rate for POWs in Russian camps was 85%. The first bomb dropped on Berlin by the Allies killed the only elephant in the Berlin Zoo. Had it been necessary for a third atom bomb, the city targeted would have been Tokyo. An Imperial Japanese Army intelligence officer who fought in World War II, Hiroo Onoda, never surrendered in 1945. Until 1974, for almost 30 years, he held his position in the Philippines. His former commander traveled from Japan to personally issue orders relieving him from duty in 1974. Total casualties for World War II totaled between 50 and 70 million people, 80% of which came from only 4 countries: Russia, China, Germany, and Poland. Over 50% of the casualties were civilian, with the majority of those being women and children. Remember, if it's more interesting, you can find it here. Thanks, guys.